Hello there. So I need to organize my Twitter better because I'm not going to say too many, but I have very many people that I follow. And my home screen gets a little fast. So this is my home column in TweetDeck, and it goes too fast for me. Like, I want to be able to see people and I want to be able to see what they're tweeting. And yet some people on here I haven't talked with in a while. Talked with is a loose term. And yet I'm missing people is what I'm missing. I'm following, I don't know, something like 8 or 9,000 people, and I'm missing talking to the people or listening to the people or learning from the people that I would really like to stay connected with. So these are my lists. I have myriad lists. I'm not going to show you all of them, but here are a lot that are public. So when I put someone on a list like this, they know that I put them on there. They get a notification here that says, boom, Joy Kerr has added you to the counselors list. Okay. There are some lists on here that are private, such as baseball. So baseball is a private list, and it's just because I don't need everybody to see the people that I'm following for baseball. And this is really, I'm following this for my students that are really interested in baseball. I can go there and say, oh, so-and-so shared about this, so-and-so shared about this. So there's 6 members on that one. When I go to a list, let's go to 8th grade ELA. You can either see them by their tweets or by members. So I've been able to do this as well. Like, oh, I have to see Abraham's stuff. I haven't seen him in a while. What's he tweeting about? Okay. Some of these are a little old. Like, they may not be 8th grade teachers anymore. And that's okay. I can take them off later or edit the list later. But I like to look at members and then go to each member and say, oh, okay, what have they been tweeting? But again, it takes too much time, or a lot of time for me. So what I've decided to do is create a new list. And lately, when I am on here, I go to create a new list and it won't let me make it private. And for the sake of my organization of Twitter, I need to make the next few private. But I have learned that it will stay private on TweetDeck. So this is how I'm going to make a new list. Over to the left on TweetDeck is a little plus sign that says Add Column. I'm going to click that, and then I get all of these choices. I can click with a search of a hashtag. I have a lot of columns on here. I could put my likes up there for some reason. I don't know. I have some of these already up there, but I'm going to create a new column on my TweetDeck for a list. And I need to create this list. See, look at all these lists. Oh my goodness. I have so many lists. Oh, and I'm subscribed to some lists as well. Okay. So this new name of this one is going to be Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday, because I want to see these people's tweets 3 days a week. I just feel like these are people I really need to see more often than others. I'm going to make it private because what if I've decided, okay, that person and I don't know, we don't agree on these things anymore. I can't really articulate what I want to say in Twitter. I'm going to leave that person alone for a while. So I can put them on or off this list without them knowing. It's really just for my personal use of Twitter. So I'm going to say save. And then it has no members yet, but I'm going to add this column. So I'm going to click done. And what it does, it goes all the way to the end of my TweetDeck and adds this column here. Now, if I need to add people to that, I'm actually going to add Carrie Buckham to this. I don't know if she'll see this, but she is one I want to see on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at least. You know, sometimes I catch her tweets, sometimes I don't. So then I go to this little button. I'm back on Twitter, but you can do this on TweetDeck as well. And this little 3 buttons to the side, add or remove from lists. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that one, and it shows up as think, little check mark, and I have to hit save. So now she's on the list, but she doesn't know it unless she's watching this video. And I can add other people to this list as well. Back on TweetDeck, I want to keep this further. So I have 30 something columns here. And this is what I do every day. I go whoosh, whoosh, and it kind of drives me crazy, but I try and clear them out. So I clear out my mentions, I clear out my shift this, I clear out word shift. Social emotional learning is one of mine on the first things. I like to look at the links that they share, and then I clear out. Okay, I'm not going to show you that last person there because I don't want you to know who's on the first list. Arlington Heights School District 25, this is who I work for. I look these over and then I click clear. Okay, I haven't looked at those yet. TMS Be the Good is a hashtag of my own school. So see, you can have lists or hashtags on here. I have more hashtags for grading. This is a list of people I've met face to face. Now this one is locked because once again, what if, let's say Maggie, what if Maggie Maslowski and I get into a huge argument and I don't want to see her tweets anymore? Maggie, that would never happen. I can add or remove her from the list without her knowing it. So I can take her off of my Met face-to-face list, which is locked, and put her on my Met face-to-face to list, which is also locked. Those are people that I've either, I don't know, either they tweet a ton and they fill up my Met face-to-face column, and I would rather just see everybody's and not just that person's, or I met them a long time ago, don't really remember them, and we don't keep in touch anyway. But I love to have Met face-to-face lists. I'm going to click done for that one. I have my Genius Hour, my 20 time hashtags, my middle school ELA list, and then a bunch of different, there she's using the hashtag. Bunch of different hashtags for my district. They like hashtags. A couple more I want to keep up with, and then more and more and more. But I want this Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. These are for my learning when I want to challenge myself. Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, I want to keep it up. So I click this pull down and I click to the left because that's where I want to put it. I want to put it further towards the front so make sure I see it. I might change this later on and put them all towards the back, and that would work just as well depending on what you're thinking of doing with your own personal lists. Let's see, I'll put them on this side of middle school ELA. No, this side of Genius Hour. Okay, there we go. So then I can see my Met face-to-face list really quickly. I can browse to the last few and say, okay, what can I learn from them? And a lot of these people are on this list too, so you might get double. So now I'm going to make another one. So let's see. Again, plus, list, create list, and I'm going to call this Monday list. I'm going to make it private, and I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to add the column. Done. It brings it all the way to the end again. Now these people I've decided will be people that really give me common sense things like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? Or they share lots of resources. That's what I've decided to look at on Mondays. And again, this might change. But this is one way that I'm deciding to organize. So I will share with you that I'm just using days of the week because I figured that would be easier for me. Oops, I want it to the right of Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. And I'm going to leave it there. And then I will add people to it. So what I've decided to do is grab people, maybe 10 people for each list only, not a lot, that I know share great resources, and yet I know I'm missing them, that I know I've met face-to-face and have totally enjoyed my time with them, and I need to see their tweets more often. Or people that share uplifting, positive messages, my happiness folks, the people that spread joy and happiness and gratitude, they'll be on one too. Or maybe I can mix them up between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because you need a little bit of that every day. So that's the way I'm going to organize my next few lists. And I think that this will help me keep in touch with how many people? Let's see. With the 9,715 people I'm following. It's overwhelming, and I thought that TweetDeck was helping me out, but I wasn't getting to all the hashtags, and I don't need to get all the hashtags. And I don't need to be able to see this all the time either. So this is, see, like Corey Orlando, I haven't talked to her in a long time, and I'd like to add her to one of my lists because she shares a lot of awesome things. So that's what's going on with my organization of TweetDeck and how I use it. Once you have a Twitter account, bam, it's easy to have a TweetDeck account. No worries there. Okay? So if you decide to use this, that's awesome. Share out what you've learned. I'm going to put this in a blog post to help with why I'm doing this and what I'm doing it for. Take care. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps you, and I hope it helps me.